in Canada that actually believe that someone's coming to save them. And we've been telling you, no one's coming to save you. It's a show. And we told you back in November 2022, a man named Mark Carney is coming to save you. The man named Mark Carney is coming Canada because his job is to protect Chinese communist interests. That's it. To protect the fentanyl trade, the money laundering, to bail out the developers. Oh, he's coming to save you, all right. He's coming to save the Chinese money in Canada and protect that money. Bail out condo developers. Yeah. So what's in the headlines? Carney Liberal maintain a 9-point lead over Conservatives heading into late summer. Vaffanculo. Vaffanculo. Anyway, so if you believe this bullshit, I don't know what to tell you about it. Look at these. No one's coming to save you, ladies and gentlemen. They want you to believe there's a good guy in the shadows waiting to jump out like Batman to defeat the evil. Look, he even looks like Joker too. To even defeat the Joker and what are we? Guys, wake up. Heel versus face. Remember, guys? Heel versus face, it's all a lie. Justin Trudeau versus Pierre Poilievre. No one's coming to save you, Canada. Heel versus face. Justin Trudeau versus Pierre Poilievre, forced to go into homelessness via government accountability. Heel versus face. We've been telling you guys, heel versus face for years. What does that mean? It simply means that both guys are on the same team. At the end of the night, they go and have a sandwich together, or they go have a beer. Heel versus face. That's all it is. It's all a show. And we've been warning you about heel versus face. And we told you, we've been warning you guys here. Here's a video here. There's a guy named Mark Carney. And he will become Canada's next Prime Minister. What did it glitch like that for? Why is it glitching for? And he will become... Hold on. Is going to work really hard to fix this next election. Oh, we know that, Mike. All elections are fixed. Let me explain to you what's going on. There's a guy named Mark Carney. And he will become Canada's next Prime Minister. He will become Canada's next Prime Minister. And I'll tell you why. It's because he was the governor of the Bank of Canada from 2008 to 2013. Carney led Canada's central bank during the 2008 financial crisis, the financial crisis. So it goes into Canada, and then it goes into London, where he facilitated trillions of dollars into the London housing market, allowing Chinese to park so much money in the London real estate market. The Chinese parked I don't know how many. I think it was just in and around $3 trillion, impoverishing the UK housing market, about 3 trillion, more than Canada, by the way. And yeah. And we told you, and here it is. And every country's got their Mark Carney. Look at this. Meet the Mark Carney of Australia, Anthony Albanese. No one voted for these people. They're all selected. And right here, same thing. Australia. We told you guys many times that the Australian elections were going to be fixed. That this guy here that nobody wants, just like that guy, that loser in Canada, Carney. No one voted for the guy. Nobody likes the guy. And of course, he's going to win. And that's just how it happens. That's just, no. You'll see a sea. It's all to protect Chinese communist interests. The Chinese laundered $1.8 trillion into Australia. Right? And it's the same thing like Canada. The Chinese got all their fingers in the political levels to get certain people in. Get certain people into office that are going to follow Chinese mandates. It's very simple. The Chinese own a lot of mines. They own a lot of private sector. Canada. They own a lot of farm land, especially on the U.S. border. We've been warning you guys about that. They own a lot of stuff in Canada. They own like $2.6 trillion. $2.4 to $2.6 trillion in Canadian real estate. They own like all of Canada. Right? And that's why we keep telling Americans, America, wake up. Canada's your threat, not Iraq. We've been saying that for over 10 years now. Now here we are, folks. Now here we are.